Disqualifications for inheritance. Which persons are disqualified from inheriting the property of their relatives under the Hindu Succession Act, 1956. Section 24 to 28 of the Hindu Succession Act, 1956, mentions those persons who are disqualified from inheriting the property. Widows who remarry. Section 24 of the Act provides that if the widow daughter-in-law, widow granddaughter-in-law, or widow brother's wife remarry before the opening of partition, then they shall not be entitled to property. If remarriage is done after the death of the deceased, then it shall not be a disqualification. Case law, Kasturi vs. Director, Consolidation. The Supreme Court held that the remarriage of widow mother or widow stepmother shall not be a disqualification. Related provisions of Section 24 for such an arrangement have been deleted by the Hindu Succession Amendment Act, 2005. Person committing murder. Section 25 of the Act provides that such a person shall not inherit property who has committed murder of the deceased or has abetted murder of any other person to encourage inheritance or has abetted such murder. Kenchu vs. Girimalappa, 1924, proved that murder includes culpable homicide and unlawful manslaughter. But if any person is acquitted from the charge of murder, then he shall not be devoided from inheritance. Conversion. Section 26 of the Act provides that where any Hindu, prior to this Act or afterwards, converts his religion to become non-Hindu, a child born after such conversion shall not be entitled to inherit that property. But if the child is Hindu at the time of the opening of partition, then it shall not be a disqualification. Thus, this section does not debar the converted from inheritance, but debars the child born after conversion from the converted. Disqualification of heir. Section 27 of the Act provides that if any person is disqualified to inherit property under this Act, then such property shall devolve as if that person had died prior to the death of the deceased. Disease, defect, or physical handicap. Section 28 of the Act provides that any person shall not be disqualified from inheriting any property on the ground of disease, defect, or physical handicap, or any other ground other than mentioned in this rule. Chandi vs. Bhagyadhar and Jailakshmi vs. Ganesh Iyer. Unchastity was not considered as a disqualification. Similarly, marriage or immoral character of a female has not been considered a disqualification in the case of Rati Ram vs. Basanti.